Now to get some perspective on the story, we are being joined live by Dr. Syed Imamia from Tehran. He is an assistant professor at Tehran Polytechnic and the founder and former director of the Governance and Policy think tank. Dr. Imamia, thank you so much for joining us on this broadcast.
Thanks for inviting me.
Right off the bat, let me first ask you, how is Tehran looking at the ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah?
First of all, I would like to thank you for inviting me here. I would say that there is always different views in Tehran regarding what's happening now in the West Asia. And with regards to the ceasefire that happened just this morning, I think there is two different extreme views in Tehran. One is that the ceasefire shows that at the end of the day, Israelis were not able to eradicate Hezbollah as they claim to do. And also Hezbollah, just beyond the first few days and weeks, that it was a shocking challenge for them by decapitation of their leaders. Now Hezbollah is going to be much more stable militarily and from an organizational structural point of view. But at the same time, there are some critics that they think that Hezbollah was militarily and from intelligence point of view was shocked, and it was some sign of kind of the miscalculation of the strategies and techniques that Israel is going to do. So Hezbollah needs to, first of all, recover from all damages of the war that are natural for everyone, every part of the war. Secondly, to fill the gaps that it was very challenging for Hezbollah. The gaps that were very challenging militarily and technology-wise was very challenging for Hezbollah. Why Hezbollah has been to some extent recovered very well and more than expectation in last few weeks, and they have performed very well in the borderlines, and particularly with regards to containing and stopping the military aggression of the Israelis in the South Lebanon. But at the same time, it shows that it is a good opportunity for Hezbollah to fill all the gaps that have challenged Hezbollah's stance in the war.
Right, Dr. Imamia, if I could quickly interject, since you keep referring to the word recover and also fill in the gaps militarily and technologically, are you not seeing this as a permanent ceasefire?
Actually, no. With regards to what happened in the last year, it seems that Israel's aggression has no limits. So Netanyahu has shown that he, just for the sake of his political career and to keep himself alive in Israeli politics, he is going to do he is not going to comply with any kind of the limitations. So if it depends on what would be the strategy of the Trump's administration. Just once Trump come to the power, it would be very important what is the Trump's strategies and whether or not Trump is going to get in line to Netanyahu to continue his aggression, or it would be an opportunity for the permanent ceasefire, because Trump has pledged to some extent to be a peace president. So I think Netanyahu is very much waiting for the Trump's reaction, and so he would be in the position or either to finalize the war as a permanent ceasefire, or again restart the war as similar to what he did exactly last year in the early months of the Gaza's genocide.
All right, since you say that, let me quickly get your reaction on a joint statement put out by the United States and France, which says the ceasefire will protect Israel from Hezbollah and create conditions for a lasting calm.
Yeah, it's clear that there is a kind of the division of the opinions in the between U.S. and France, at least. But at the end of the day, it seems that both countries are, to some extent, trying to have a stop on the aggression, still permanently, temporarily, until the new administration comes to the power in the U.S. And everything goes on the Trump's policy afterwards.
All right, Dr. Imamia, before I let you go, you're speaking to us from Tehran. Iran is a close ally of Hezbollah in Lebanon and Hamas in Gaza, and that is actually the main bone of contention for Israel, and that is not going to stop anytime soon. So how do you expect the tensions and the chaos that's playing out in West Asia for the last 1 year, in fact more than that, how do you expect that to end?
To be honest, we need to go back to the roots of the problem. The problem has started not only from the October 7th, 2023. The problem has it is a very clear, I think, message that has come from across the world, that most of the people are seeing the problem that has happened 7 years ago.
For those of you who are just joining in, we would like to quickly tell you that there has been a ceasefire deal that has been finalized between Israel and Hezbollah. That's a group in Lebanon backed by Iran, and the ceasefire has come into effect after about a year of hostilities in the region. What happens next is something our guest from Tehran, Dr. Sayed Imamia, has been speaking on, and we'll try to reconnect with him quickly. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.